Everyone
I'm
shut
trying to
up.
watch the stream.
I want to get done with this. I don't want to be here for 3 hours.
Same. I gotta go take a shower.
It's offline, Chris.
Okay. Shut up.
Shower.
Shut up. I was told to make a note that there will be little to no third-party fact-checking, so the candidates could be lying. It's up to you to fact-check that. We will not be doing that. All right. So, based on a randomized list, Matt will be saying his opening statement first.
Oh.
So,
Oh. I'm not prepared for this. Well, I mean, there's a lot of candidates, and I admit I was not a good senator the last time, and I'm not proud of that. But I would like I would like an opportunity to kind of try to fix some stuff that I did. Yeah, I'd like
All
a
right.
second chance.
okay. Second, Chris, assuming you have anything at all.
I have something.
All right.
I'm Jeb Nigga. Vote for me. Fuck Nuggets. That's all I gotta say.
Very eloquently put.
Thank you.
Okay. Spencer.
Alright, thank you. I just wanted to say, as just a newcomer to the political scene here in the Empire, I'd like to appreciate a vote if it counts for anything, as I would offer a lot of new opportunities to the Empire.
Nice. Okay, next on my list is Ethan. I don't know what the situation is.
Mute Ethan.
Ethan, can you?
I don't even...
Und die stellen da eine Art von Konstruktion des Staatslebens dar, mehr oder weniger gänzlich unabhängig und frei sind.
I think this is his opening statement.
Yeah.
This is literally easy. This is literally easy.
Hitler! Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Are you recording this?
Me?
Erbung des Kapitals von jeder staatlichen, das heißt volklichen Aufsicht, aber auch in der Verwendung des Kapitals frei zu sein von jeder staatlichen und volklichen Aufsicht. Das ist in Wirklichkeit...
Yeah, great point, Ethan. Okay, moving on. Noah.
He's muted.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good.
I don't really have much to say other than considering that I'm one of the only people that hasn't been impeached yet.
Yet.
I think by default I'm one of the better choices. So I'll just leave it at that.
You live in Arizona.
All right, next is Ben. I'll be reading his entries. All right, Ben's opening statement. I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's it.
What?
Okay, David.
I think I will be good in office. Better than the rest.
Okay.
Fair point. Fair point.
Fair.
All right. Dante?
All right. I'm rerunning. Obviously, in these times, impeachment means literally nothing. Obviously, I was part of the most successful Senate we have ever had. Very much progress, and I'd like to continue that despite all the toxicity in this place. I mean, look at our candidates. We have literally Hitler. Literally Hitler. Please clap.
Okay. Is Edvin here? I don't think Edvin's here.
No, he's offline right now.
He's not running, I thought.
He is running.
He last minute nominated himself. Okay, well. I forgot that. Okay. First question. Let me pretty random. Okay. So, another random order to prevent bias. It'll be for Noah. What is your opinion, if you have any, on the Emperor's Powers Act? Does it give too much or too little power? Should it be expanded or scaled back?
I think that the balance of power is pretty equal right now. And as long as the Emperor does not show any corrupt behavior, I think that the act can stay how it is.
Okay. Next, Matt.
Same question.
Yeah.
I think that
That's a
it's
bait, fucking
close.
retard.
Wow, fine. I think that it's pretty okay. There are definitely some things that need to be changed, like the fact that the Emperor can just ban people when he wants to. But overall, I think it's okay. There just need to be some tweaks to it.
All right. Also, I will put copies of the questions in hashtag Imperial Senate if the other candidates forget or something. Next. Edmund's not here. Just take him out. Dante?
I'm a strong advocate for the Emperor's Powers Act. I think it provides the meaningful balance of power. I've been a very strong advocate for it, and like I just should stay the same, pretty much.
Okay. Next. Chris?
I think it's bullshit.
Do you even know what it is?
No.
Yep. Okay. David, do you have anything? Uh-huh. You have like 15 seconds.
That just enough power, but it can be better.
Agreed.
Okay. I'm assuming that's it.
Ahem.
Spencer,
Sorry, Spencer. I have a random order I'm going in.
did Noah?
Yeah, no, it went.
I was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. My bad.
All right. After David is Ben. Let's see what he said. All right. Gotta take out my gun. He wrote
Probably something for
balls of text.
Dante
The Emperor's
Jordan's
Powers
particularly-
Act should be scaled back. There are numerous flaws with its wording that allow for a huge amount of corruption on Will's part. The idea of the Treasury is a fine one, but when Will can literally distribute funds in whatever way he wants, we can have things like the Emperor paying senators off to vote his way. Executive orders are flawed in a similar way. I.e., wait, I think he made a typo.
What a surprise. Just read it.
EOs are a good way to get important but small stuff done, but the way it is written now, Will can do far too many corrupt things. Because EOs hold the same power as a Senate motion or law, Will can do things like ban people from the Empire without Senate approval. And given the competency of the Senate, corruption might not be rectified in a timely manner. These are two of a long list of problems with the Act. It's good in theory, but horrible in execution, and I am ashamed of the previous Senate for passing it unanimously. This is the opinion of Benjamin Harrison, not Chancellor Maki, by the way. Okay, Ethan, are you still server muted? You're just going to play that. Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. Spencer?
Well, I did advocate back when it was coming into the Empire. Although, after seeing it in action, yes, it does need a bit of reform and tweaking. As said before, the Emperor can ban people whenever he pleases, and the Treasury does need a bit of working. It's not perfect, but I believe we can make it better.
So,
All right. Next question. Start with David. Well, maybe we shouldn't because he needs time to,
Yeah.
do the thing. So in that case, we'll go to Spencer. Would you support the repeach amendment or another form of having regular elections for senators?
Yes, I would. I would indeed put that into place, as it does give the Empire a more opportune way to spice things up a bit, instead of having the same person in place of power again and again.
Spice things up a bit. Can we quote that?
Yes.
What do you think this is? A
Alright.
fucking dish, dude?
Who's next? Matt?
Well, I obviously support it. I mean, I'm one of the people who has really been pushing for it, so yeah.
That's it? That's all you're gonna say?
I mean, I've been pushing for it for probably close to a month,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys keep saying you're gonna push for it, and then, Senate's not meeting. You guys aren't actually doing anything, so I mean.
I said I'd push for it, Matt.
But yeah, otherwise you kind of get just a constant cycle of impeachments and toxicity, and it would be a lot easier if we had a way and if it was scheduled beforehand, so we didn't end up running into things like what happened with Ben earlier, with him not actually being able to come because he ended up having to do something because of how short notice this is.
Fair enough. Dante?
Dante just...
Dante?
Dante's now server muted.
What?
Or muted. He's muted.
All right.
Dante, are you
I'll
back?
give you 5, 4, 3,
Hello?
2. Okay, Dante.
My mic keeps cutting out. The jack is broken.
Good job.
Impeachments are a good meme.
And that's why you don't support the Repeach Amendment?
I mean, I could see how it could work if we structure it well,
All right.
but I'd have yet evidence to see why it would work well. Just provides instability.
Regular elections provides instability. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because it just, I don't know, it wastes a lot of unneeded time.
I lost my vote.
Shut up. All right. Do I even bother with Ethan?
I mean, you have to, don't you?
Yeah.
Und ich spreche damit nur zu denen ich einst selbst gehört habe, mit denen ich mich auch heute noch verbunden fühle. Und für die ich letzten Endes ja auch kämpfe.
Let's see.
Ethan, you're horrible.
Und habe mich dann
I'll give you 5 more seconds.
durch Lernen und ich kann sagen durch
4,
Hungern
3,
langsam emporgearbeitet.
1. All right, that's...
In meinem Innersten.
No, you're not getting 1 minute.
That's corrupt.
Noah?
Really, I think the only problem with how senators are elected now is the fact that they can literally vote for themselves. I don't think that promotes any kind of fair election at all.
Could I respond to that?
Once Noah's done with his statement.
All right.
No, it's fine. He can...
All right, Dante. Say what you need to say.
There are not nearly enough people in the Empire for people not to vote for themselves, especially since we have, how many candidates, Cody?
10.
Oh,
Exactly, that's like half.
Evan joined last minute.
Which brings me to another problem, is that anyone can run for Senate, even people who were just impeached. So...
Hey, that's just like what I said earlier.
And when that happens, when we have 10 candidates, then yeah, there is no one left to vote, which is why I think there needs to be stronger qualifications for being able to run for Senate.
Which is something that we could fix if we had elections, because we could do something that led up to it a little bit, so we could narrow down the field a little bit.
Exactly.
Like primaries. Hey.
A little bit.
Good idea, Matt.
So that's my statement.
All right. All right. Next is Ben. Let me read his. All right. Sure, I guess. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah, that was his answer for that question. Chris?
What?
All right, what's the question again?
Do you support regular elections for senators?
Yes, I don't think Matt should be senator because I think being impeached and then being senator is fucking dumb, and I think Matt is also fucking dumb. I think the server's fucking dumb. So yes, I agree.
He's just personally
Matt,
attacking
do you want
me
to
now.
respond to that? You can respond to that.
I don't even know, like, I mean, I admit I did some stupid stuff, but I've seen the error of my ways.
All right.
But yeah, so Chris, I don't think is actually taking this seriously at all. So
I'm taking this very seriously.
I mean, he named himself the Jeb Man and is saying how he's not going to win anyway. So I think he's just trying to, yeah, ruin my chances.
I feel as if that's a personal attack on me, and that should be...
How is that a personal attack on you? That's a
You
rebuttal.
insulted my name. I'm sorry that my birth certificate says Jeb Bush.
Okay. If you two are done,
Fuck you,
it's
man.
time for David.
Like,
No, to have stability in government, it has to be the same.
All right. All right. Next question. God, we're only on the third question. This question is, do you support the recent creation of the Supreme Court? And what would you look for in a Supreme Court nominee? First is Ben. I'll read his. I don't really support a separate Supreme Court. If there is ever a dispute in the interpretation of the law, the Senate should just decide it with a vote, i.e. the Senate acts as a Supreme Court without, but isn't a separate organization. All right. Next. Chris?
I think that if there is a dispute, that it should just be settled by the Senate.
Of course, Chris thinks that.
Yeah.
Because we don't need... Okay, we have like 6 members total. We have 6 active members total. The idea of having a Senate and a Supreme Court will not work. Because how many senators are we supposed to have at a time?
3. He doesn't
Yeah.
even know how many senators we're supposed to have. Do you want this man as your senator? Have
How
you
many-
even read the Constitution?
No.
What?
oh,
You don't even know the laws?
Dude, I'll
This
figure
is
it out.
concerning.
Dude,
I'll
he's
figure it
black.
out.
What do you expect?
Dude, I'll figure it out as I go.
He's probably not even literate.
Damn, Ethan.
Wow, Ethan, you're hilarious.
Haha.
I see. I just respond.
Dante, it's your turn to answer this question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you repeat the question?
Do you support the creation of the Supreme Court, and what do you look for in a Supreme Court nominee?
That they actually care. As long as we have someone that cares, I think it'd be fine. I think it's a good idea. Someone like, I don't know, like someone that's not a meme.
Okay.
Such as. What's your definition of a meme, Dante?
Oh, well, take the entire population of the Empire and add 1.
Are we saying that the Empire in itself is nothing but a meme?
I'm pretty sure
When
everyone
did
has
Chris
said that at
become the
some point.
moderator?
Debate.
Chris is not supposed to be asking questions.
Yeah,
Cody.
they're
You're
debating.
preventing
Hey,
this.
Cody,
This
Chris is
isn't
a better
debating.
moderator
He's
than you.
asking questions.
Lester
He's
Holt.
supposed to be rebuttaling.
Lester.
Matt, answer the question.
What was the question?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I was letting my dog out. I didn't actually hear the question.
Shut up, Matt. You don't have a dog.
Okay.
I do have a dog. I'll send a picture.
Chris, shut
Prove
up.
it.
I'm serving
I can.
you.
But I'll
Matt,
do you one
do you
better.
support... All right. Good riddance.
The bad
Matt,
thing
do
is
you
we all know he's
support
going to get votes.
Do I support what?
the creation of the Supreme Court, and what would you look for in a Supreme Court nominee?
I think that it would help fight against some of the corruption that we see, and would. I think the idea is good, but I don't know if we have enough people. Because I mean, if you get too many people in government, then I mean, what's the point of having government? Because if we do that, you're looking at probably having what, 3 to 5 people, right? And at that point, you have almost half the empire in government. And then what's the point?
So would you support expanding the empire?
Yes, I've always supported that.
All right. Let's see who's next on my list. Noah?
Can I add to that?
Oh, wait, yeah.
If
Go
at
ahead.
some point we end up with more people and are capable of doing it, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea because then, you kind of have separation a little bit and it would prevent some corruption from happening. And it would, but we need more people.
Okay. Noah?
I do support the creation of the Supreme Court because there needs to be someone who can interpret the law and decide if it's constitutional or not. So I do support it. And in a nominee, I would want someone who has a strong sense of morals and is capable of actual logical thought and can interpret the Constitution well.
Okay. David?
No, to have stability in government. No, to have stability in
Okay.
government. It has to be the same.
That was just the
And
same thing.
someone not in current power of the Senate.
Okay.
This is the second one, not the first one.
Second one? All right. Spencer?
I would support the creation of the Supreme Court, but I have to agree with Matt that the Empire's population is currently too small to support such a powerful branch of the government. But what I would like to see in a nominee is a unbiased moral code that the nominee would go by.
All right. And Ethan?
I personally think that Will should be the Supreme Court. Our Emperor should be the Supreme Court. He should have, all authority over it. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. All right, then.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
If pre-planned weekly Senate meetings were mandated, could you fulfill the obligation of attending? Spencer will go first.
Yes, I could. I could meet the required mandate. I have plenty of time on my hands to.
Normal life.
Dante?
We already know the answer to that question.
Wednesdays I'm usually not at McDonald's, so yes.
As long as they were on Wednesdays.
Well, I mean that was our pre-designated time.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be the pre-designated time in the future.
3.5 hours, Jake, by the way.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I have no life. I mean, as long as it's not on a
have a
weekend, I should be fine. Yeah, but let's be honest. How often do I actually see her? I mean,
Never.
so I mean, as long as it's not on the weekend, because I usually have to work over the weekend, but pretty much any time during the week.
All right. Ethan?
It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, it's Ben's turn. He said, yes,
No.
I could. Unlike Dante, to a lesser extent Jake, I have no problems being online and ready for Senate meetings. I'd let Dante respond to that, but Ben can't rebuttal, so.
I mean, I'll respond and say, I'm usually here, except when people need me. Like,
I'm usually here,
Cody
except
calls-
when people need
Cody
me.
calls a meeting, and then Jake or someone doesn't respond. So then I leave, and then Jake's like, "Oh, hey, I'm here now." So, and then I've already left. So and I'm usually here past. I have to be home by 9 o'clock anyway. normally, so anytime after 9 is always a good Senate time.
Okay. Where did I leave off? Or Ethan just went? Or Ben just went?
Ben just went, and then
Noah.
Dante rebutted, and then yeah.
Did you call me? I couldn't hear you over Ethan.
Yeah, your turn.
Yes, I'd be able to attend. The only exception being I'm typically busier on weekends. So during the weekday, I'm pretty much free throughout several times throughout every day. So yes, I'd be able to.
Life.
David?
Yes, but only if, and they are no fear and reasonable.
Okay. And
Okay.
next question. Okay, might be an interesting one. Is Ethan a problem that needs to be dealt with? Should he be banned? If not, what approach would you take? Dante gets to answer this first.
Hold on,
Well,
put
we
me
definitely
last.
need a trial. I voted for a trial. I advocated for a trial. The only reason we didn't have one was because Cody fell asleep and then Jake left.
Good job, Cody.
If I wasn't the moderator. Noah?
I think that yes, there should be a trial, but it should obviously be a fair trial. And
That would never
unless,
happen.
I don't think he should be outright banned as of yet, but perhaps a different punishment.
Okay. Next, Spencer?
It is obvious that Ethan does indeed cause a problem within the Empire, but he does have a right to a fair trial. So
Okay. Ben. What did he say?
Obviously, Ben wants Ethan banned.
This actually isn't very long. Oh, boy. Okay, here's what Ben said. Ethan has been a plague on the Empire. From the picture situation to constant behavior,
Cody, your mic is
Ethan-
cutting.
Cutting out.
A lot. I missed like 90% of that.
Ben's mic was cutting out.
Okay, let me start over. Is it still cutting out?
No.
Okay. Ethan has been a constant plague on the Empire ever since he became active. From the picture situation to constant racist and toxic behavior, he has to go. Ethan has single-handedly made the Empire an unfriendly place to be in, and the behavior would not go as unpunished as it has in almost any other chat. The fact it took Ethan blowing up a nuclear reaction in Minecraft for him to be significantly punished is ridiculous. This is why I call for Ethan to be immediately banned from the Empire. With Ethan gone, the Empire will be a much better place.
Make the Empire great again.
Okay, Matt.
Okay, so I personally, well, Ethan is obviously extremely toxic and he needs to be punished, but I don't think he should be banned, and I don't think we can blame him for everything at making the Empire completely an unfriendly place to be, because that's not just his fault. Let's be honest, everybody's toxic. But I feel like if we start actually banning people, it's just going to go downhill very quickly, especially if we try to start expanding and we start banning people who started out here, because he's been here for a long time. And if we start banning people who helped found the Empire, I feel like it's just going to go downhill and just not end well, and could even kill the chat.
I'm a founder of the Empire.
I'd like to respond to that.
How about you respond in your own statement? Oh,
I already made a statement.
well, sucks to be you then, huh?
Can I make a statement now? Can I answer now?
Yes, it's actually your
All right, hold
turn.
up. Let me just prepare the. Let me just
Wait,
prepare
Cody
my-
cannot respond to that? I feel like that directly calls.
I don't know.
That
Somebody
wasn't-
came into my room.
That didn't have anything to do with Dante. I don't think he should get to respond to that.
Unser deutsches Volk siegt heil! Sieg heil!
Thank you.
There's your answer to that. Okay, David.
Not to that extent, but something does need to happen.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. This question is about the military. Do you believe the Seven Nation Army should continue as the main military force of the Empire? Should it be kept, abolished, replaced, or expanded?
Me.
And Ethan gets to go first.
Hey, okay. What we should do, hear me out. We should abolish the SNA as the leader of it's already torn up its constitution. It's basically meaningless.
I feel like Ben would want to respond to that.
Yeah, Ben would want to respond. We have evidence of him tearing up the Constitution. Also, it's being led by Ben, which is like
Yeah.
the worst leader you could choose. Literally corrupt, literally a ginger, literally tore up the Constitution. Yeah.
Okay. Matt?
Oh boy. Well, I have voiced my opinions many times about the SNA. There is a lot of corruption in the SNA, and honestly, I think that it should be completely replaced with someone not Ben and Jake in power, because they don't do anything and they're completely not in control of anything.
All right.
Imperial Legion TBH.
Noah?
I don't think that the SNA needs to expand because we've had little opportunity where we've had to actually use military action other than like the one raid of Kanan Shitty Chat.
Oh, there was
So-
definitely more than one. Trust me.
Well, I meant in general as like attacking that chat.
Anyone for spamming the Trump copy pasta, image copy pasta.
But I think maybe it needs some membership change because, as it was stated previously, there's some corruption in the Seven Nation Army, but I don't think that it should be expanded. It could maybe do with a little bit of a reduction, but I don't think that's necessary either.
All right. So it's Ben's turn.
Also, Chris just said he's dropping out of the election.
Yeah. All right.
Brilliant.
I'll be sure to take him off the ballot. Okay. Ethan, it's not your goddamn
Even speaking on a turn.
turn. Okay. The SNA is fine as it is. I'd like to restate the new constitution will be submitted to the Emperor after a new Senate can convene, and things will continue as normal. In regard to the SNA's activity, it is a military. The SNA is not a governing organization, so when we are at peace, as we are now, we do not need to be doing anything unless a military issue comes up. Also, because I know Matt is going to / has brought up the ripped up Constitution,
I didn't even say anything. That wasn't
the
me.
Constitution has always been in place and it was never invalidated. The printed out version was merely ceremonial and was invalidated due to claims of forged signatures far before it was ripped up.
So he admits to forging signatures.
No, he
That's
said
what
there
I
were
heard.
claims of forged signatures.
Mm.
Specifically my
And,
claims of a forged signature.
Ethan would like to
But that's
respond,
irrelevant.
apparently. I don't know how he is.
Okay.
Since I was mentioned in that, can I respond to that?
Did he just call up ripping the Constitution a ceremony?
No. No, he did not.
He said it was ceremonial.
He said the paper copy of the Constitution was a ceremonial copy.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't like a concrete thing.
No. The paper copy was the concrete thing.
That's not how constitutions work.
How it was worked. He ripped up the concrete.
The other one is just ones and zeros. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna
Yeah,
like
let's be
follow
fair here.
ones
The other
and
one literally
zeros,
is
I
just
mean,
ones
that's
and
not
zeros.
it's not a very good idea.
I think it
Alright,
should be
well-
abolished. Unlike slavery.
David?
Nope, get rid of it.
Did you say no, get rid of it, or don't get rid of it?
I think
No,
he said
get-
no to get rid of it.
Okay.
Okay, and Spence.
I didn't get a state.
Although I do not know much, initially before coming into the Empire, I knew nothing of the NSA. Yep. Recently, I have been educating myself on the subject, and I do believe that it should should stay where it is, but it does need a little bit of reworking and replacement, as the current leaders of the Seven Nation Army do not necessarily meet to their requirements.
Okay. And finally, Dante.
Well, Ben ripped up the Constitution. He's corrupt. He's a terrible leader. I think he should either repeal and replace the NSA.
Alright.
And by
Honestly,
NSA,
I don't.
SNA.
We should just have the Emperor run the military and just have the
Yeah,
citizens be
agreed.
soldiers. But
the Emperor does run the military. Ben and Jake
but
are
he should have full
sub-generals.
control.
the SNA shouldn't exist. It should be a military run by the Emperor and the Senate with
We
a
should
bunch
be a
of soldiers.
militaristic
Here,
state.
here. Here,
That's
here.
all we should do.
We should
Here,
be a
here.
militaristic state.
Here, here, Matt. Here,
If he
here.
wanted to appoint, if like the Senate or the Emperor wanted to appoint generals for in case they weren't available, that's one thing. But right now, that the SNA is just completely corrupt and just is spiraling out of control.
The SNA
Here,
should
here.
off of a Senate document, not a
Oh, hey, Edwin.
constitution that they drew up and then ripped up.
Okay.
Just
Well,
ban Ben.
Edwin, I'm going to let you respond to this question. I'll read it to you.
Okay.
Do you believe the Seven Nation Army should continue as the main military of the Empire? And should it be kept, abolished, replaced, expanded, etc.?
You should keep it because I'm a part of it. I'm gonna show clear bias.
Holding on to power.
We have done our. Oh my. Sorry, I just checked another channel. Thanks, Kane. Oh, look, actually Dante. Nice. No, but I mean,
All right.
I don't feel like it should be disbanded. I feel like there should be some changes though, with who's in charge and whatnot. 'Cause clearly they're not getting anything done. But,
Okay.
Yeah, my stance on it.
The Emperor has power to break that. Oh, Ben's not in the chat. Hold on.
Next question. What makes you better than your opponents? We'll start off with Spencer.
Oh,
Me?
Hold on, let me get the video back up.
Spencer?
Now, I don't necessarily consider myself better than any opponents, but I do feel like I'm a little more qualified, as I'm bringing a lot more unbiased into this election. I have not been tainted by the Empire's corruption.
Ouch. Thanks.
Okay.
Fair answer.
Yeah, Ethan, you're next.
Okay.
Good answer.
Ethan.
Ethan?
Good answer. My turn? Still-
If it's Hitler, I'm giving you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7,
He said
Six,
Mike broke. Hold on.
5. Okay.
Someone else.
That's
Ben's next on the list. Alright. I've been a senator before, and despite what the memes say, I voted for the people in every decision I made. Since then, I consistently wrote petitions for the people of the Empire. from ensuring non-enumerated rights to making sure every Imperial government vacancy was filled with an election and not appointment, I have proven my legislative devotion to the people.
What about me? I wasn't elected. That's what you guys told me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You guys said I wasn't elected.
Ben's facts are invalid.
No, that was
Alternative
that was
facts.
Edvin, that was before.
No, that was he just said that every Senate seat was filled by an election. Edwin wasn't, meaning
I
his
was
facts
not.
are invalid.
Well, no,
So he can
because
just discard his
Ben
entire
petitioned
statement.
that after Edvin was in the Senate.
Okay, he still didn't fight for every Senate seat to be filled with an election.
I'm sure he did when we made that appointment.
Sure.
It was probably because of me that he started saying things like that.
Alternative
Probably.
facts.
Which I get, but I'll get to
All
it
right.
later.
Next, Noah.
What about Ethan?
No.
Who are you?
Wait, are you going to do Ethan first or me?
You can go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Sorry.
It's like I said in my opening statement. I may be new to politics in the Empire, but unlike pretty much almost every other candidate, I haven't been removed from office for being corrupt.
Same.
Yeah. I'm logical. I'm for the people. I'm going to vote fairly. I'm not corrupt. I haven't had a chance to
be
even
corrupt.
be exactly.
Doesn't mean you can't be.
But it also means that I won't be.
No, it doesn't.
What?
Can change.
Yes.
Okay, Ethan, do you want to go now? All right. Who's next? Edvin?
All right. I'm gonna leave it at this. Before I was removed, I was doing my job. I think pretty well. I didn't have any complaints from anyone else. I checked. I voted. I did what I had to. But I didn't really have a say so in actual life about whether I could be grounded or not. But I've changed since then, and I feel like I can do my job a lot better now since I'm not going to be grounded.
Okay.
I was going to say that I was removed due to technicality, not because I was corrupt. I don't think anyone ever complained about me being corrupt.
Why can't I talk as
That's a
Hitler?
good
Maybe
point.
get to talk as Donald Trump.
Because at least Donald Trump is saying things.
I am saying things.
Sieg Heil.
That is the reason. I am better than them.
Okay, Dante, your turn.
About being a better
Yeah, better
college
candidate.
admin, yeah. Obviously,
Literally just got
I
impeached.
I had the impeachment means
Yeah,
nothing,
true.
Ethan. Come on.
It means you were
obviously
removed.
also
For a reason.
talking over eight mods. Obviously,
Lester Holt.
qualified. I was in the most
You're polite,
successful
therefore you're
of all
qualified.
time. Oh my God! Mute these people.
I did.
I was in the most successful Senate of all time. We passed many important things. We were about to pass many more important things until I was meaninglessly impeached for toxic
Meaninglessly.
reasons. Come on, man.
Okay.
I stand by what I did.
It's your turn, Matt.
Well, it's Ben. I feel like when we're voting here, even if you don't vote for me, honestly, I would have to say that Edvin is probably the best candidate here. I know I'm not going to win. I wouldn't have run if I had known Edvin was running. But
Yeah, I ain't even vouch for
Edvin is
it.
honestly the best candidate here just because he has experience and he was never actually corrupt in anything. Like everyone else either is corrupt, like Dante, or doesn't have any experience and doesn't know how any of it works.
I was mentioned here.
We're
Alright,
supposed to
Dante.
be mentioning people.
How is
That's
that
the
corrupt?
point.
How am I corrupt? Edvin was literally inactive. You voted for
I
Steve.
never had a choice.
Did.
I have a choice. I didn't just say I don't want to do this anymore. I it's not like I said, oh, I don't care anymore. I wanted to keep doing this. It wasn't
I
like
stand by my statement.
you're the only one who does. There's no support in it at all.
Okay. Should I give Megan a chance to fill in for Ethan for this question?
Honestly,
what
I think
question
Megan
was
should
the
be
question?
running over Ethan, but I mean,
Probably a lot better than anything.
The question was why you're better than your opponents.
Ethan's not better than his opponents. Don't vote for him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Vote Megan. I like it.
Oh, Megan, yes.
I'm not even running.
Well, you done good, kid.
Put her on the
Right,
ballot. Vote Megan.
right, yeah, we'll write you in.
Maybe next election I'll run. But not now.
that's assuming there will be a next election.
I mean, considering how stuff is going in the Empire, I'm
You know what?
pretty sure.
Talking bad
I'm
about
just
me.
saying don't vote for
Never
Ethan.
mind.
That's why I said it was a bad idea for Ethan to make me represent him.
Okay.
There you
Last
go.
question. Okay. Do you believe another citizen could fulfill the position of emperor better than the current one? Let's see. Oh, Ethan gets to go first. So Megan, do you have hers?
I mean, I'll do my own personal response. I think that Will honestly is like the best out of like the best chance of being emperor. Like, I don't think there could be anyone else that could.
Here.
That
Okay.
Wait, why am I planning a terrorist attack? What? What?
Okay.
I don't know, Matt. You tell
I
me.
don't know. Just ignore the normies, please. All right, Ben's next. Oh god, he made this one like a bright yellow color. I can't read. Okay. Will has done an okay job as emperor. I do not like his power grabbing at all, but he has done a competent job to say the least. While I believe other individuals such as Cody may be able to do a better job, Will has been okay, even if he has been very corrupt. Remember, these are Ben's words, not mine. While I don't support impeachment of Will at this time, I hope the office of emperor goes to a public vote so that people can show whether or not they support him. Also, because I haven't said it anywhere else in this, Ethan is a toxic cuck, Alex and Matt are communists, and Dante is a fascist.
Not a fascist.
Okay. Noah?
I think that Will's doing a fine job as emperor and that he should continue to hold the office as long as he doesn't demonstrate any overtly corrupt behavior.
Okay.
I asked to respond to
Okay,
No.
well, respond then. You should have responded.
I'm not. I said.
But
I'm
you
not a
didn't.
fascist.
Okay, is that your response?
Yeah, I'm not a fascist. I'll record this in chat. Bottom right. And cap.
Not much better.
So you're saying ANCAP is better than fascist?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Next.
That's irrelevant to any facts and opinions.
Dante,
Yeah.
you're next to answer the question.
Will is there is no reason to replace Will ever, unless he does something super corrupt, which, like, I'm 99% sure won't happen. And
Okay.
I tried to protect him from a coup or impeachment at all costs.
David?
Is he still here?
Will is good and has been proven that others can't.
Hold the power.
Okay. Edvin.
Who's next? I'm sorry.
You.
I am? Alright, what's the question? I'm distracted.
Okay.
Close my mom walked in. Right?
The question is, Do you believe another citizen could fill the position of emperor better than the current one? Okay. Probably just skip him for now.
No, like, honestly, I think Will's character, okay, so he's in the right place. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for a while. I know he can lead. I just have a problem with him being kind of racist sometimes. But I can't change that. But yeah, he's doing a good job. That's all I got.
Okay. Spencer?
Okay. Well, I do believe Will has indeed proven himself a excellent leader for the Empire, but as of right now, no citizen has proven themselves that they could replace the Emperor.
Okay. And finally, Matt.
Well, all memes and jokes aside, I honestly think that Will does a really good job. He is very limited in how corrupt he actually is, and honestly, there's nobody else that could do it and be as unbiased as he is on a general day.
All right. Well, that concludes my questions. Should we bother with closing statements?
Not really.
No,
I don't think it's necessary.
2017.
Are we gonna do
Don't vote Ethan. That's my closing statement.
questions from the audience of like 3?
If the audience has questions,
Cody, quickly, please explain to Jake that left and right on the political compass is economic, because he doesn't think it is.
Jake, left and right on the political compass is economic. Okay. I don't think they have any questions.
Will said he does.
Okay.
All right, well.
Okay, candidates. Here's my question for all of you. I'll let the moderator decide the order. Are interim senators corrupt in concept or in practice? Do you think there's a better system available, or do you think they should be allowed to appoint whoever they want to take their votes if they're unavailable?
Okay, we'll just start with this question then. Matt.
I think that it's a good idea because it kind of allows Senate business to flow better. Because I know Dante especially was absent a lot. So I really think it's a good idea. I don't think that the Emperor should be able to, just because it kind of is like a conflict of interest. But I think that the concept is good. I think it's just not executed well.
Okay. Spencer?
I have to agree with Matt that the execution of people filling in places for senators is executed poorly, and it could use some reworking. As for the current situation of corruption upon the Senate, I believe there is a large amount, but there obviously is some.
Okay. Edvin?
All right. I feel like the whole corruption thing is just a big meme. I feel like a lot of people are blown this out of proportion, except for like maybe Dante. Not meaning anything by that, but and yeah, these other two guys.
Wait.
What?
Are you saying I'm corrupt, or are you saying I don't blow it out of proportion?
No, I'm saying you're corrupt, Dante. Straight up. Fight me. What are you gonna do about it?
Typical.
Dante, do you want to respond to that?
Typical resorting to violence, name calling.
Ad
I
hoc.
think that's violent.
A better place. You just said fight me.
I said come at me.
I said fight me.
That's not, I don't say that. You say that.
Okay. Noah?
I think that it should be allowed to have interim senators, but at the same time, if you aren't reliable and you can't attend meetings, then you shouldn't be elected to the office. So it's
Wow.
I think there should be a balance where you can do it occasionally, but if it's done too often, then frankly the individual in question is not fit for the job.
You're here.
That's true.
Okay. David?
It's good. Is
Okay. I heard it's good, so
It's
He said it's good as is.
it's good as is. All right. Ethan?
I'm gonna answer as like Ethan would. At least I assume that he would. I believe that he would think that the emperor deserves all power and there should not be a senate. All right, there we go. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah.
It's accurate.
The N-word.
Oh
Accurate?
no! Wait. Okay. Don't for Ethan. Okay, there we go. I'm done.
Alright, thanks.
Dante?
I don't think it would be a problem if we had scheduled meetings and then we could appoint an interim senator if we knew like either last minute or like ahead of time that we wouldn't be there, and we would pre-vote ahead of time.
Okay.
Like how we have with the emperor, how they have to vote however you tell them to.
All right. And I believe our glorious emperor has another question.
Yeah, on the subject of adding people to the Empire, do you think the Senate should have complete control over it, or should citizens have a say in who gets added to the chat? So, like, you need, I don't know, some kind of approval from citizens before the Senate can add people. And do you think the Emperor should have any say, if not all the say, in adding people to the chat?
Well, Ethan, obviously.
All right. Edvin, you're first.
Okay, so I think this is a senator's job to determine. This is some extreme like screening type scenario. This is like this should be a duty of a senator.
Extreme vetting?
Not extreme. It's like really cool. That's the extreme I mean.
All right.
We left it up. This has been like debated a lot. I feel people are like, I don't know. I don't know what to say here because I have like conflicting opinions about this. On one end, it would be nice, for everyone to have a say in who gets to come and whatnot. Then you have people like Ethan, and that scares me. So.
Alright.
It scares us all.
I have to compromise there on that reason alone.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, that's kind of hard because, I mean, I really think that the way it is now, I mean, we always talk about wanting the Empire to grow, but that doesn't happen because it's so strict on how people get in, and it's never going to grow if we keep this strictness. I really think that if we want the Empire to actually grow and to expand into something bigger and better, we need to have a little bit looser policies, and whether that's allowing people to invite people with like petitions or whatever and like having a certain amount of signatures, or just having the senators less strict on how people get in.
Okay. Dante?
I don't know, I think maybe have something like 4 signatures on the Senate has to approve it or something. Something simple like that.
All right.
I do like the idea of having people having to like get some public approval, since like someone unpopular like Ethan, not wanting people like him to get in. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I'll write it tonight. David? Is he there?
He's probably playing Rocket League.
It's good. Is
Okay.
having to go through the Senate, complicated things.
Okay. And Noah.
I think that if someone is nominated to join to the Empire, then it should be a general vote between all of the residents of the Empire, because adding a new person affects everyone, not just the Senate, not just the Emperor. It's everyone is affected when someone joins. So I think it
Can I
should
counter
be...
that?
Yeah.
Because we had Chris, and that hasn't impacted anything in the slightest.
I'd also like to comment on that. If
Okay.
When he's done.
Right,
Are you done?
Yeah.
No.
Point that out.
Oh, no, I was just going to restate that I think it should be left to a general vote.
My problem with doing that is, like I said before, we want the empire to expand, and if we start making it up to a general vote, then we have to try to schedule these huge things that have to happen in order for one person to get in, and I really think that it shouldn't be that difficult. Like, maybe adding people on signatures, like we said, like Dante said, like 4 signatures, and then having like maybe a probationary period, like watching them and seeing how they fit and everything, and if necessary, remove them in that time period or
I also said
something
a
like
Senate
that.
vote.
Okay, that's fine, but still, like the like 4 signatures and like maybe a probationary period, and that kind of would help us grow, and then still try to keep the toxicity balanced out.
Right, and I could agree with, I can see a probationary period being a good solution, but I think for me, my way of thinking is everyone has their individual opinion about someone, and yeah, you can say Chris hasn't done much, and he's an example of someone who joined the Empire, but at the same time, there's also people like Ethan, where I think we can agree he has affected everyone in the Empire.
Yeah.
So I think that a probationary period could be a good idea, but I still would want to leave it up to a general vote whether they get that period or not.
Okay. Spencer.
I like what's being said. It's very. I like the idea of it being left up to the public, like a straw poll or something on a nominee for entering the Empire. But I do, however, feel like the Senate and the Emperor should get the final say in whether or not a person does join.
Okay. And Ethan.
I would believe that Ethan would want the Emperor to have all power on who is in or out of the Empire, but
God, you say anything else?
but my personal opinion, I do agree with Matt. I do agree that there should. I just lost all my train of thought. I do believe that there should be that the citizens should have some aspect into anything, or at least part of it, to have any sort of aspect on deciding whether or not someone should be in the Empire. All right, I'm done.
Okay. And that concludes it.
Also, wait, hold on, I got a question. Let me type it out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to say, just suggest for whoever wins, something that I think we should do as a whole. We should do public forums, because stuff like this, we get a lot of good ideas just by doing stuff like this, and I think that this would help a lot. No matter who wins, I think we should try to implement something like that, because I think that would help.
I agree.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Any more audience questions?
I think Megan had one.
Yeah, Megan was typing hers out, and it looks like Jake is typing too, but I don't know if it's for a question.
All right. All right.
I'm talking about anime.
There it is.
Oh yeah, thank God.
Oh.
Thanks for the question.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good question to bring up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the question?
I actually had an idea for this, so whoever wins, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
No, it just says okay.
Or you can
Well,
just...
that doesn't necessarily mean that like, oh yeah, I got this.
Wow,
in the bag,
Cody, you
guys.
bringing the election to Noah?
No, I'm just saying.
Is that what
Noah
I just
seemed
heard?
very sure that he was going to win.
That's what I
I
heard.
never said that. I said I was
have a
going to
very strong
run.
opinion on that topic.
All right, Dante, go.
All right, so Ian and Brian do not talk in this chat literally ever. Neither does Kanan and Nimku, but Nimku's our model citizen, so
Bad.
they should not have any say in the Empire. They are not. They are basically not. The only contribution to the Empire they have is impeaching people and having their name on the side.
Well,
That's
that,
it.
and I mean,
Okay.
Brian also didn't know that he was supposed to fill in the bubbles on the ACT, so...
Yeah.
Not a model citizen.
That's new.
Nimku
Alright.
will always be fun. Nimku is our model citizen. We can't.
Noah?
Yes, there.
Or Dante finish.
We could specifically outline Nimku as being our model citizen, and she can't be marked as an active. But we need to find a way to not have model citizens just be able to blindly sign things.
Okay.
Because it's It's pretty ridiculous. All right. Yeah.
Noah?
Yeah, I have a pretty solid opinion on this because I know before I was active in the Empire, I got countless DMs like, hey, can you sign this impeachment form? And I don't think it's fair for people who don't actually have anything to do with the chat because they don't use it to be able to impeach the people in office. So I think I had an idea for maybe like you would have had to have been active for a certain time limit before the impeachment. So for example, you can't vote on an impeachment, or not vote, but you can't participate in politics unless you've been active for the previous week. Something like that.
I feel like that could have a loophole, and I think we would need a consensus on whether they were active or not.
Right, and it is a rough idea. It's obviously open to criticism.
Okay. Edvin?
Well, no one was hitting on a couple of good points there. I'm glad you brought them up because I've heard, countless people, getting really mad about, people like Ethan exploiting the whole, getting signatures thing from people who aren't active. It's I don't know if it's a question of fairness on behalf of the people along the lines of it's a means of abusing the system that we have now, and I feel as if I think that should be taken care of as soon as possible because
Okay.
how many what number are we at now? What election are we at now?
This is 5.
Yeah, this is 5 now. And we still have this problem. Things aren't getting resolved just by sitting around doing that.
Okay. All right, Ethan.
Oh no, he's back!
What was the question?
No.
No, the answers are good for once. No.
What was the question?
Megan for
Oh my
Supreme
God.
Court 2017.
Megan should just run on her own, honestly.
That's what
You
we
want me
say.
to answer for Ethan? I have an answer for Ethan.
No.
Can we
No.
have
No,
Megan
no,
take
that's me.
Ethan's place?
What's the question?
The question was, I had the question. I don't even remember what it was. What do you think about the inactive people? For impeachments, they're able to sign despite the fact that they aren't really affected as they don't really do much in the Empire.
I think they're great because they sign impeachment forms.
That's exactly what my answer was for him.
Yeah.
See, that's to the point that I was saying earlier.
My answer for
Exactly what I said.
Ethan was Ethan with the tendency to want to impeach. I believe he would want to keep it to how it is to impeach whoever he likes. I think I got it pretty down.
You're not wrong.
She knows me so well.
You should have listened to some of the answers I did before.
Oh, I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna
they
look
were
at
so
that.
Great.
You'd be so proud.
You didn't say see Kyle though, so I was kind of disappointed.
Megan, you should declare you're running for this election all of a sudden.
Really?
It's too
No.
late. It's too late already.
Can she
so-
take Ethan's
I mean, not
place?
necessarily.
Yeah, we can ride around and just...
We had a
Hey.
deadline. I mean,
Chris, Chris
The
dropped
deadline
to
is
take his place.
Not set in stone.
Dante, you're just saying no
The
because you
deadline
don't
doesn't
believe-
exist. It was never defined.
Yeah, I take Chris's spot.
That's true. We can just do that.
Well, let me know if you want to do that. Let's see, where were we? Was Ethan just answered the question?
Ethan just answered.
All right, Matt.
See, Kyle.
Okay, so this is coming from someone who uses inactive people a lot to sign.
Yeah,
It
Matt's
really
one of
needs
these
to
as
be
well.
fixed because
Don't put yourself at a disadvantage. What are you doing, you idiot?
no, because honestly, like, and I've brought this up a couple times before, but everybody, especially Ben, always says it's corrupt. That, I mean, they don't do anything. They don't even like talk in the Empire. They're not affected by it at all. Why should they have a say in what and how it runs? Like, I don't understand why it's still a thing. That being said, I will take advantage if it isn't. But if I'm elected, I will push to make sure that something gets passed to make sure that that can't happen. Because
Matt's taking the Trump approach. I exploit this thing so I can fix it.
Same. Which is why you should elect me for taking, care of toxic.
Maybe,
Shut up.
maybe give him the nickname Don.
All right, David.
Yeah, I'm not using that Trump thing because it's difficult to do.
Okay.
yeah, I know you.
Yeah.
I think if people are deemed inactive, they should only be, not only should they be removed from being able to sign petitions, they should be removed from the number of people required to sign the petition.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Ethan.
Oh, Ben.
Oh, hey, Ben's here.
Cody, you want to read this for the
Yeah, I'll read it.
recording?
I don't really like how inactive people can do things like sign petitions. However, defining inactive will always end up with some problems, and some people being kept out. Because of this, I don't think we can, in good faith, try and exclude inactive people, because it is not viable to decide whether or not someone is inactive.
See, so Ben just wants to keep it exactly the way it is and just continue to allow inactive people to sign petitions.
But he makes a point, actually. It's hard
Okay,
to
that's-
define inactive.
Yeah, but it's hard, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. And I think that there are ways to do it.
Anything's
It just actually has to be thought out and discussed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. There's definitely some guidelines we can put down for determining inactive people.
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
No, but you see, if we put guidelines for inactive people, and if they have anything to do with removing the person or taking them away from the succession line of the emperor, then Will can exploit the fact that the second person in succession is the closest relative to the emperor.
I don't think that matters.
Because if Will gets out of office, then it's JD, and if JD gets out of office, it's back to Will. Or Megan, one of the two.
TBH
Depends on if Will
JD
was
for Emperor.
killed or
/
not.
TBH.
Okay, Dante. Dante.
Is Dante here?
What, sorry?
Oh my
Question
God.
about inactive people.
I responded already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't your
Well-
turn.
Oh.
All right, well,
Respond.
No.
in that case, Spencer.
I agree with everyone here except for Matthew and Ethan. I have no further statement.
What?
Wait, what
I
did you
agree
say?
with like half of the people. How do you not agree with me?
Because you can exploit.
Because you can exploit
Okay, so
people. That are
I'm just
capable.
saying,
God.
like, it's going to happen. I mean, if it's not fixed, if it's not against the law, why would we not use it? I mean, It's an obvious loophole that has been pointed out many, many, many times. And if
That might
nobody's
need
going
to
to
be
do anything to fix it, except a lot of people don't actually want to fix it. That's the problem.
Yeah, Matt doesn't care about fixing it. He's just saying things.
It should be fixed, but if it's not, okay, fine. It's not my problem.
If you're
elected, it's gonna be your problem.
Yeah,
And
but
you look
it's
a
not
big
gonna be.
idiot if
That's
you
not
don't
gonna
do anything
happen.
about it.
Matt, are you going to make the Empire great again?
I will. I'll make the Empire great again.
I will make the Empire greater.
Okay, I just
Honestly,
got
the Empire was
question.
never great, so.
Why are you even
The
running?
Empire is amazing.
No, it was great before Ethan.
We don't need someone telling us that we need to make the Empire greater, because it already is great.
Alright, I just got PM'd a question. Who do you think, besides Ethan, is the worst candidate?
Ooh.
Oh,
I can see where this is going very quickly.
First in line, Ethan. Ethan?
Come on, Ben. No. Ben's running, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ben, because he's a ginger and he's corrupt. We've impeached him so many times. Why is he even relevant anymore?
You know, Ben made the point earlier that he's trying to go for the quickest impeachment. Just like to put that out there.
That's toxic. That means nothing else is going to get done.
Cody, it's not a good thing to be impeached.
I'm just saying that's what he said.
That is what he said.
No, he's probably the worst candidate.
Okay, next, Matt.
I hate to agree with Ethan, but I mean, it's obviously Ben. He actually, he always says that he's not corrupt, but he actually abuses his power many times.
Could you provide an example?
Me?
Yeah, against Ethan. Like, there were many times where Ethan broke no laws and he still punished him. Yeah, I know. But it's just, Ben is just
SNA.
bad. Yeah, and if you know anything about the SNA, which I know a lot of people don't because we're not actually allowed to talk about it, it's just bad.
Like the ACT.
Matt, shut
We
up.
talk about it anyway, right?
You texted me voided.
Sure.
Oh no.
All right, David, do you have something for this?
I mean, at first it was Chris because he didn't care about anything. He dropped out, then
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Now, would you rank Ben below me or above me?
Ooh.
That should be tagged onto the
That's
question.
This is
Add that
not
to
a
the
hard question.
Add that to the question.
No.
I demand it be added.
Shut up, Ethan. I would say, yes, Ben is indeed probably one of the worst candidates to be running besides Ethan, as he is doing nothing for the Empire at the moment. He, especially if he is to be voted into the Senate, he would halt progress altogether at the moment.
Okay. Dante.
Oh, Ben.
Corrupt.
He's literally corrupt, terrible leader of the SNA, terrible senator. Yeah, do I really have to explain it?
At least Ben showed up to meetings. No.
Okay, you're right.
Oh.
God damn. Yeah, I don't think Ben goes to McDonald's. 2 hours and tries to grow into a furry.
He had to
3
go to
hours.
McDonald's event at some point. Have you seen him?
Noah.
Oh.
That's why you're the worst, Ethan.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was talking to my mom.
alright.
You always talk.
Yeah, 'cause she comes in here. Anyways, oh hi, Alex.
Are
I'd
we gonna
have
let
to
him
say,
answer all the questions?
No.
Too late.
Alright, sorry.
You're on purpose.
in my opinion, the worst candidate other than Ethan is, I'd probably say it was Ben too. He has a lot of opinions that go way away from everyone else's thinking. He's kind of the outlier in that effect. He has some good reasoning, but at the same time, a lot of his ideas are flawed.
I see.
Like, can I follow up on mine? Just somebody said something in the chat that I'd like to respond to.
Okay.
If Alex were running, I honestly, I don't know. He's like a little behind Ben if he were running.
Alex is running.
Alex is running? Alex,
Yeah.
worst one then.
Oh, really? Okay.
Rip Alex. Is Alex gonna get to answer this?
Alex was the leader of the resistance. Alex, you want to defend yourself here?
I'd like to point out that nothing I have ever voted on has been corrupt. During my days in the Senate previously, things were pretty good. We passed a lot of good stuff in my day.
I actually would like to disagree with that because I was part of the Senate in his day, and I look back on that and I'm not happy with what I passed.
Yeah, with what
Let's
you
not dirty
passed.
commies.
Honestly.
What?
Okay, Alex
give
Or what
voted.
you didn't
Alex
pass.
copied me for like almost everything.
I copied you?
Yes, you copied
Let's
me.
see the commies duke it out.
Isn't the meme that Matt voted last?
That was after Alex was impeached, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to point out, I think it's funny how anti-globalism exists in the information era.
Okay, I don't see how this is relevant. But,
He has my vote.
Okay.
okay. Well, I think that concludes this debate.
I'm
Whoa.
glad I showed up for the last question.
Whoa. Cody.
What?
I PM'd you an anonymous question and you didn't say it.
All right, if you want to bring it up, go ahead.
No, you're the moderator.
He's
Yeah.
running though.
Well,
You're the
no, I mean,
moderator.
Yeah,
You
wait,
have to
can
ask questions
can
from
he,
the audience.
Can he ask a question as a...
It's a really retarded question.
No. It's actually relevant. It's pretty relevant.
It's retarded.
Lester Holt,
I feel that we should conclude this.
actually biased and corrupt if you don't
Ask
read
We've
the
it.
gone
question
on
if you want
for-
to.
Just let him ask the question.
Really
Yeah.
corrupt.
Ethan, if you want your question, just say it.
Alright, I'm now the mod.
Lester Holt.
Do you think that the Emperor's mental state is fit for office as he
Ready.
delusionally saw snow falling inside the bus?
Snow falling inside the bus. That sounds
Cody was
crazy.
right, that was retarded.
It was.
Retarded.
Do you think he's fit for
Yeah, that
office?
was a retarded question.
We actually had a question about whether or not Will was fit for office, and everyone said
Everyone said what?
yes.
Interesting.
Even Matt.
Including me, yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting weebs in
Alex,
the
you want to answer that question? I'll let you answer that question.
Alright.
Is Will
well,
fit for office? Would anyone
Yes.
else do better?
No, I think virtually anyone could do better. Will's a dirty
Wow.
weeb. He's honestly, he's corrupt. He's toxic. I never said I support Ben for Emperor.
You said that anyone could do better. That includes
I said
Ethan or Ben.
almost anyone.
I could do better.
No, you can't.
Don't put Ethan into Emperor.
Please don't.
Megan's higher in succession than Cody. I bet he's salty and wants to change that.
I say
honestly don't
we
care. Okay, I
say
think
we,
this concludes the debate.
sorry, I
Does
say
anybody
we
else
kill
have any
Will
questions?
and let
Oh,
JD
is this the end
take
of the
over.
debate?
Yes.
Yes.
Take
Okay.
Empire.
Okay, so
on.
we're good?
Yeah.
Cody, red is broken.
No. It's not officially over. No one's allowed to leave until after it plays.
Damn it.
Alright, you can leave now.
Alright.
And he refused to call Sean. And
Do we not take any questions from the audience?
We did. You missed all of them.
Oh, alright.
Haha.
Okay.
When did the poll start?
It'll go out at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Tonight?
8 o'clock, everyone will have 48 hours to vote.
Horrible.
It's a long time.
48 hours to kill a
We
vote.
got 5 goals.
Did anybody hear him? Alex
No one-
threatening to kill me.
Nobody cares.
On Prospect 3.
Alright, so we have Spencer, Dante, David, Matt, Alex, Ben, Ethan, Edvin, Noah. Am I missing anyone?
Who muted me?
Megan.
I wanna ask that.
There should be 9.
What?
I was muted for about 10 minutes,
Should there be 9? I thought.
and I was trying to
Chris dropped
butt
out.
in that I didn't get to answer any questions.
Corrupt.
I was muted. and someone heard me.
Moderator.
You shouldn't have been muted.
I was muted, and no one heard me.
You
say
muted him
anything.
because he was talking out of turn, and then never unmuted him.
Nope. Thanks, Cody.
I'm pretty sure I did, but whatever.
Nope. I checked.
I don't have a problem
I
doing
was
this.
complaining a lot of times that I didn't answer the question.
Wow, Cody, that's really corrupt.
What?
Did you say you don't have a problem skipping him?
I said I don't have a problem muting Ethan because he was playing Hitler again.
Oh, muting
I've been
Ethan.
muting him too, so I'm on Cody's side.
I just mute all the bots.
Good grandma.
I say we
Let me
kill.
talk to him.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Honestly,
Sacrifice.
the Empire could go for a culling.
So,
Recording it?
yes, I record till the end of the song.
I think the candidates that had the biggest showing, obviously David. David did a great job this debate.
Chris,
How did David not talk during this debate?
he used the Trump text-to-speech.
It's pretty funny.
Alright.
But honestly, I think Spencer and Matt did pretty good.
I did pretty good.
I
Playing
think
Hitler,
Spencer
how-
did good.
I think Megan did a better job for you, and she said don't vote for Ethan.
I did a way better job than you. She wasn't just playing audio. In German.
Learn German, you bastards.
You can't speak a single word of German.
Okay, joining
See, Kyle.
joining
American
Bush
accent.
real quick to say that I think that the winner of this debate.
Keep in mind I said kill Will 3 times.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I didn't get to talk for a while because someone did unmute me.
Keep in mind, I was at dinner for half of it.
I was
You
doing
let me
all of it.
represent you, Ethan.
I think the best performance was done by Megan.
Yeah.
I'm not even running.
Exactly. That instantly makes you better than everyone else.
Yeah, I like how Megan got an endorsement from Will and she's not even a candidate.
It's a real shame.
I muted
Waiting for Megan.
the bot on accident.
You probably would have won if you ran.
Nimku would have too.
Very true.
Can we get Nimku and Megan to both run?
I made it clear that I'm not running this election.
Okay, everyone
Possibly
write in
next
Nimku.
Are you
Alex.
sure?
She texted me halfway during the debate saying she's gonna run for the next election.
Who?
So, impeach Cody!
No.
Can I resign?
What?
I might resign.
I have that on record. Cody, are you resigning just to get Megan into power?
Ethan, for the record,
I'm not
I said
resigning
I
at the
prob-
moment.
I said I probably. I did not confirm that I was going to. I said probably.
Someone pin that message.
Megan, you have
Someone pin that
15 minutes.
message.
Please help us.
By the way, I just like to point out, Greenbot always working in online when the Empire needs him. Red
Could I even
down.
like run at this point? Like the debate's already over and like everything's already set.
Hey, can Will, can you send me these last few minutes of audio?
No, I'm not sending it
Please?
to you. It's going on YouTube
When?
overnight. I won't forget this
Now,
time.
though.
I
I need to clip Cody. I need to clip out the part where Cody
You
says
don't
I
need to
resign.
clip it, Ethan.
I don't care what you want, Ethan. No one does.
I've said this before.
No, I need him saying I resign.
Then why didn't you record it yourself, you dumbass?
Damn.
Yeah, you totally could have.
True.
Yeah, you think you're just kind of dumb.
Oh my
Why?
god.
Okay.
I was just testing to make sure red worked. Which it does. I don't know what Dante did.
Cody, red's a bad bot.
Red's working. I don't know what Dante did to break.
You restarted it.
Alex? What is that?
Don't question
What
it.
are you talking about?
Smothered to the pillow. You weird.
Alright, I'm leaving. Go spit
Okay.
on me.
Really?
Bye,
Have
Cody. When is
No moderator!
It's 48 hours after, like, 8 o'clock thing, so probably, like,
Yep, 48-hour election. Starts at 8.
probably, like, at midnight after the votes are done, considering how well things have gone. 8 on Saturday, we're like 10, at least.
Today's Wednesday, Jake. 8 on Friday.
Oh, actually, no, wait, he's right, probably.
Wrong.
Has someone already made the poll then? 'Cause-
Cody does the polls. He's the
Okay.
he's the election chairman.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna make an exit poll for the debate.
Like,
Exit poll?
what does that mean?
It's just a
Exit poll.
it's a poll that people take on their way out of the normal poll. Usually news organizations do it, but I'm gonna do it for the debate. Who won the debate, and then have debate candidates. In one way or another, all the candidates showed up to the debate, so I mean, I can have everyone on there. I'll also put
Well,
Megan on the ballot.
Why, no!
Oh my god.
Megan's on the ballot at 8 o'clock. Come on.
No, not the election ballot.
That's corrupt.
Establish that I'm not running.
What's the matter, Will? You're afraid you're gonna lose your seat?
What?
Megan runs.
My seat isn't up for election.
I think the people would put you out of power if it meant that Megan was going to be emperor.
Well, technically, after JD, I next in line for Emperor. So,
If
Are you?
have you read the Emperor's Powers Act?
I haven't, actually, no.
Megan has read the Emperor's Powers Act, and she's not even running.
I get bored, okay?
I think the
That
highlight
word,
of the
really?
debate for me was
Being an
when Chris straight up said he doesn't know.
Being an
I know I'm
informed
pretty
citizen
high
is
now.
not bad. Yeah, King of the Kill.
No, I mean,
is-
it is bad when you just get to just bored.
I mean, I'm not really, like, in the political scene, so I'm like, okay, I'm bored.
I mean, out of
Let's
that,
look through
and I
every
got
single
what the
act
is. I mean,
and see what shit is confusing and what.
The
like,
Emperor's Powers Act is like
complicated.
7 pages long, but you just read through that because you were bored?
Yes.
I mean,
You do not know, like, you do not want to know the things I do when I'm bored. Like Ethan's profile picture.
Wait, the Emperor Power Act of 2016.
Oh.
2017 is the one that got
Don't
passed.
finish that. I don't really want to know.
Emperor Terror.
Especially Ethan.
Oh my god.
Please don't. Ever.
You know, I do a lot of weird things when I'm bored.
Like get Imperial endorsement when you're not running. Oh my god.
It's the Imperial Treasury.
So no, I'm glad you're able to stay for the whole debate.
Executive order.
Yeah, no, I'm glad it lasted long enough, or it didn't last too long.
What?
If Alex, Ben, or Ethan were here for the whole thing, I guarantee you there would have been more debate.
Yeah, I know. Especially
I don't hear
with
it all.
like,
Especially Ben or Alex.
especially, yeah, especially Ben specifically.
Alright, song's almost over. Once that happens,
What
then
song is playing?
Sean Hannity 10-minute loop. This is the song that always plays after debates.
This is my first debate.
Who's the current Chief Justice?